a day. I'll be doing good. I'll be doing great. I'm in my third year. Been winning. Obviously, yeah, you see the W's. You know what it is. Here. See if they did a better job. This game. Ew. Disgusting. We got different color pens. Got home.
Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So they're holding me,
right? That play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. At the 45 on his way. Smashes ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout.
Ooh.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down.
He snares it in the end
Had to
zone.
make a decision. I made the right one.
Seminole.
You might see me make some bad
And
decisions.
it's
And
so
that's okay.
underrated. The relationship
That's
between a
underrated.
QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Oh no! Whoa!
The chemistry
Whoa!
between
What
these
am
two
I
guys has to be great
doing?
when you're throwing into the end zone, because
Whoa,
the coverage
what
is
was
gonna be
that?
right. The throw might not be
Oh,
perfect,
oh.
but this is something
I
these two
did that
guys have
on
been
stream,
repping in practice
too.
over
Ew.
and over and over, and it's paying
Ugh.
dividends now and again.
Ugh. Disgusting.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto
Oh,
the field.
shit.
Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Hand off from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action frozen?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone defense and find the areas they need to work and make sure that they've got that communication with the QB. But these two right now
I see 3 people calling me.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
5. Look at that's good. Biz.
On the return, it's Gibson. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got his And they'll pick up the first down and mark it
Yeah,
at the
boy,
47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a really good looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wanky, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
I'll put you on the bench right now.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
You got hurt.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Brown wants to pass. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Crazy, bro. You wildin'. Wow.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will
got
take
lying
the
and got
penalty.
wild. Let's go aggressive.
So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They're trying to get to it. He makes the grab.
That's not a flag.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Referee at this point, man. What you doing?
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Holt. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it on the run.
Come on, linebacker.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Headed toward the end zone. And they knock it loose. Defense
straight like that.
On that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Straight like that.
Those quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Knock again.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
Should have went around and ran his ass over.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield. It's Croman Hope. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
That's good.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment. And
no. I hit the wrong button.
Taking it the other way.
Microwave oven.
He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got
I'm lying at this point.
Put something positive together, be aggressive.
I gotta catch the lie on camera, son. I seen another clip when I had posted the safety and give it to me.
Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Intercepted by Florida State. And they'll take over first and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Bitch ass niggas over. Let's do it.
They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years.
No, keep the ball in your hands.
They can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And the Seminoles want to move quickly.
It was a perfectly thrown.
Power football with the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And there was some eye contact going on there on that last play. Press man coverage. The receiver was looking at his guy like, please throw this up for me. You know we got this one. I'm going to beat this guy at the line of scrimmage and make a play. Quarterback, there was no doubt where he was going with it. That's just two guys being on the same page.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Oh, my God.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All right, that's fine.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
We're going to do it like this, though.
Head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal.
Oh, that boy came across my body hard.
Get there, a 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back.
Got to handle situations like this. You don't want to be in these situations, but God.
From the gun, they'll try to improve.
Oh, no, you got to be lying to me, bro.
He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He got the ball. He got the ball. My man's can't hold on to it. My man's can't hold on to the football, but he got that ball.
Brown will throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're bringing heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the wideout.
Give me that.
And it's
Come on.
picked off for the 3rd time today.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his man. It's Brown. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I like all these passes.
All right, defense.
Being shot,
it ain't working.
for all these passes.
We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Never running this like that.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, no! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Thought y'all was going to run somebody over.
Lining up for the PAT.
Oh, I told you.
The extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. At the end of the 2nd quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto.
He got 10
and
times.
We've
He's
got to
good.
start our halftime breakdown
Two
with
stars
this
on the 90.
superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the
Typically, I
total
want him to
package.
touch the
And his
100.
ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole.
Right now.
This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
I saw him take off,
You
and I
just
didn't
know
know
the offensive line was telling
that's what he was going to do
put this
when I hit the
on us.
button.
Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it inside the 10. He's off to the races.
No!
And after gobbling up some serious
You wasn't
yardage,
catching him at that angle.
He's finally out of bounds.
You see how he was
You want to know why this
high-stepping?
offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Hawk him in. I don't understand how you hawked the nail like that.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from
Oh, that was
just
my...
outside the 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I didn't even mean to do that.
And the Knowles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
Them a little bit in this game already. You're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
All right.
That's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, had a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
So enticing.
Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Dance to your dance. Dance to dance.
On to attempt the try.
Skadoosh.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Chat.
Let's go to the studio
I want to see you talk back.
What do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 25 over the Sharks. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page
2 yards.
for your quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Brown wants to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's
She
incomplete.
out and put his hands up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Yo, son, what are you?
He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles.
Hey, come on. You are, all the times that I ran past the lineman and then grabbed me with one arm, you telling me I can't.
It's going to make third down.
I can't.
You're not trying to hit a home run.
It's impossible for me to do that.
Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought
Hurt
down,
that.
but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
There go my goose egg. I don't even want to play.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
There go my goose egg. I don't even want to play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27. Stanford 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offense.
Start doing whatever the coach tells me to do.
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap.
Just because I don't want to play, don't mean I'm trying to lose.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long.
Get off.
Shows him the stiff arm.
We want to run that bitch back the other motherfucking direction.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Try to get it on the ground.
Come on.
He's not going to get
He is not that fast, bro.
First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way
only on the offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Brown wants to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes.
Back the fuck up.
They already have 2 picks in the game,
Watch
and they
the
swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground.
Hey, flip that. That's a lot of violence, bro.
You want to be a blitzer all the time. I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Oh, my God.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
I said not today.
He'll bring it back. It's Gibson. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time
Come on,
again.
baby.
Especially when you go for those fourth down situations. You do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll ride Davis here. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Fires downfield.
Oh, I just needed a little more air. Oh, I just needed to put some more air up under that.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The Noles get enough for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch.
He ain't blocked nobody.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
That's it.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this
Oh wait,
period.
no, not this whole ass bitch ass. This thing can't block.
They'll go to the fullback. Smashes through.
Over there.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really
do it
run the
again.
football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The stop is made. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6.
Is he hurt or something?
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal.
Touchdown, Florida!
Let him sit down because he's doing too much. He's doing way too much. Like, Jet got to sit down. Sophomore trade. Who's this?
And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0
He's
start.
ready to go back to the fans.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wide.
Take it off.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oh! Hey, yo!
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting.
That was crazy. That's never happened to me in the game. I'm sorry if I thought that weird.
Boy, they did it right there.
First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back.
This game,
bro. The tackle.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that the reason why you have to do it. Right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the fourth quarter.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
You take from me, I take from you.
Late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Nope, shouldn't have backed up.
That's caught. It's McCoy.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He's got the back in the middle. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Why would you
Here's
say
this
that?
offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Croman Hope.
Ooh, should have left him alone. He gonna boss him.
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
See what I'm saying about the one-on?
Surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
I can't do that. And the man falling backwards too, but come on. I'm not going to do the option over this. Slash the option out here.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
Maybe one
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Got a 28 now.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. A low line drive and not his best work. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
Some of the coverage.
It's over. Right. Some players can't
do that
well, and it leads to more mistakes. Jesse,
personnel, some coverage.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Finds his target down the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Brown wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse.
Over.
Like, your job is to score
If
points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. He looks that one in nicely, and they swarm him under.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Looking to throw for it. He'll take a shot.
That's
and
crazy.
Give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three